Hi, my loves. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful and an amazing day. This is a timeless reading for the collective. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Information to book a personal reading with me can be found below in the description box. Wow, we have the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. And the World. The Five of Cups. The Four of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. So there is some type of completion. We do have a Pisces full moon with the World and an eclipse, so that makes sense that this is coming out. You could be having some really powerful downloads that's coming up. We have the Five of Cups here and the Five of Swords. So you could feel as though right now there's a situation that doesn't serve you that needs to be released. But it's important to understand that everything happens for a reason. The Four of Pentacles is here. If there's anything that you're holding on to that's not in alignment, it's probably going to be removed. Whether you're ready for it to be removed or not, eventually something that doesn't serve you has to be released in order for you to step fully into this new cycle, this new timeline, carrying the High Priestess energy. The High Priestess has to be very discerning of not just things around them, but also within them. As a High Priestess, that means that you have to recognize when there is something within yourself or around you that just does not serve you. And of course, it can be painful, but sometimes you do have to see the good and goodbye. Whatever this may be. It could be to a person, a mindset, a job, anything. You have here the Queen of Wands. So yeah, I feel like this Queen of Wands and High Priestess, some of you, it's a really, really powerful, like, spiritual energy. The Queen of Wands is obviously like fire energy. But there's someone who's very passionate, a very powerful manifester. The Queen of Wands is someone, they're passionate, they're outspoken, they can take control in any space. The High Priestess is also very powerful, but it's more of a mystical, intuitive type of energy. Some of you now, it's time for you to I'm hearing showcase your power to the world. The Divine Guidance card is here, which is the Hierophant. For some of you, this something that doesn't serve you, something that doesn't allow you to really show who you are to the world, something that has been blocking you, it has to be removed. And like I said, it could be something within yourself. We all have a shadow that we have to constantly work at. So the Five of Cups is here. The Five of Cups is like crying over spilled milk. This is saying you need to try to see the silver lining in a situation. Something didn't work here. The Four of Wands. Some of you are going to have to recognize that something within a family dynamic, a community, maybe even in a relationship, could even be a marriage. It didn't work out, but it wasn't supposed to work out, or the expiration date has come. Like something now is over, it's done. You got everything that you needed out of it, and now it's just time for you to move forward. Because it's not aligned. Yeah, the Ten of Swords is here with the Ten of Swords. See, the Four of Pentacles. This is saying that you possibly have been holding on to something. Or if you continue to hold on to something here, it's going to become painful. Some of you, if there's something that you're refusing to let go of, it's going to become very painful to force you to take action, to force you. Two of Wands here, the Solutions card, which is Temperance, for you to take action, to actually love yourself enough to give yourself justice, which means that you're going to have to walk away from something or someone. Yeah, because the Five of Swords, it's something, it makes you feel defeated. And so it's now time to find solutions to do what you really love. And what you love is going to be, it's going to bring balance. It's going to allow you to have happiness. Some of you, this is your own creativity, but it could, for some of you, have a lot to do with like a relationship. And if in fact you are in the wrong relationship, it's absolutely going to block your creativity. If you are feeling like a partnership is very low vibrational, it's karmic, it could also be a job. It's not going to really allow you to flourish in the way that you would like to. The High Priestess, Queen of Wands, is someone who needs to be full of love and surrounded by love in order for you to go out in the world and do what you love. So if you have a job that has you in an environment where you're unhappy, if you're in the household with someone, if you're in a relationship, if you're surrounded by friends, family, or enemies that are not really supporting you in having this higher level of consciousness or whatever it is, then it's not going to actually encourage you to want to go out into the world and really find like that deeper sense of meaning. Some of you are really wanting to delve more into your own like spiritual path, your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and you could be surrounded by a lot of people who are just not supportive. But you ever hit the Three of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles and the Sun. So this is saying that, yeah, what you are coming into is for sure like a community. There's a lot of loving support here, okay, that is available to you, but there's something out here that is holding you back, or you're needing to notice that if in fact you move towards a person or a thing, it's going to hold you back. I feel like what I really feel is a lot of people are like at this turning point, where your mindset is shifting so much that of course it's affecting everything around you. There's also a lot that I'm noticing that is shifting with the feminine and masculine collective. The things that we're seeing happening in the world right now, I feel that, and I've been saying this a lot, like the survival of the fittest. Every person right now that is in like a low vibrational distorted energy is being exposed. And I feel that right now a lot of people who know that like they want, I'm gonna say this phrase, like if you know you want to be in a relationship, this is the time to accept that you want to be in relationships, but to surrender being attached to the outcome or the timeline. For a lot of people, the things that you really, really want right now, it may not be ready. And it's interesting because it feels like, oh, everything is being cleared away, but there's a clearing that's happening, and over time, with this clearing, it's still a preparation and a refinement period. I think that a lot of people are starting to really understand what they want, and many people are starting to realize that what they thought they wanted, they don't want. And I feel that many people have had an opportunity to experience the very thing that they thought they so desperately wanted. For instance, marriage. A lot of people have been married and they're like, I never want to do that again. Some people who were saying, I don't want to be married, now they're like, I really would like to be married. Some people that, have had kids are saying, I probably could have went the rest of my life and not had kids. And then it's like, people say everybody wants what they can't have, or everybody wants what someone else has. I feel like I'm talking to a group of people right now where you're kind of in what feels almost like a twilight zone of really trying to figure out what do you want. And it feels like the universe is coming in with these different like small tests. And that's why I say all situations and people have some type of karma attached to them, because it's meant for you to learn lessons. Everyone right now needs to be open to whatever comes in so that you can figure out for yourself, what would you like to actually stay? Who do you want to stay and stick around in your life? What type of job or like what exactly is your path? I think there's just a lot of reflection here. I mean, full moon in Pisces, the North Node moved out of Pisces into Aquarius. So there is a detachment from romanticizing and idolizing and idealizing certain things that's rooted in like these old systems and beliefs and whatever. I just think that a lot of people have been experiencing things over the last several years, perhaps, they're showing you the very thing you thought that you wanted. You're like, no, I don't. You've experienced it now, and you realize that perhaps you don't want that anymore. Or there's things that you have been experiencing that you thought at one point, I don't like this. And now you're like, you know what, actually, I would prefer to just keep this. So be very clear about what you want and understand that everything happens for a reason, because you very well could be holding on, maybe not to a personal thing, but the idea of something that is actually not allowing you to really be happy and aligned in your current life. It's going to make you very restless when you're always looking and searching for something that may or may not exist. And even if it does exist, it may not be aligned for you. A lot of things can be good, but it doesn't mean that it's good for you, you know? Yeah, leap of faith is here. Yeah, this is saying go ahead and take a leap of faith. And if you know right now you don't want to be bound to something or someone, listen to your gut. Honor that. I think that everybody is so codependent and looking to be owned and possessed by somebody, and the universe is coming in now saying this is your opportunity to take a leap of faith and to truly be free. You don't have to yoke yourself to anything or anyone. It's okay to detach. That's like that for sure. Aquarius North though, it's okay to detach and to recreate yourself and your entire life if that's what you want to do, and just allow things to fall out of place so that the right things do fall into place. Because it's a lot that's being like offered to you right now, but it looks like you run right into all these swords. You run right into your own mindset, which sometimes can be a prison. And sometimes it's even like survivor's guilt. It's like, oh, I'm doing so well, or things are going really good. But then you start to think about all of the people or the situation that you have to leave behind, and you start to feel guilty about it. This isn't the time to start feeling guilty about leveling up, growing, evolving, and ascending. You have to keep going. The timelines are shifting. See the Three of Wands. There is something really good that's coming in for you, but you have to take action to look for the solutions that are going to be best for you and the desired outcome that you have for your own life. It's a lot of people. Yeah, the Magician is here. See, you're manifesting the life, the lifestyle, the community, the friends, the family. This is like your time of doing all of your magic and your manifestation. Everything is, but it's like the universe is saying, but what do you want? The High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, this is talking about balancing the conscious and the unconscious mind. Because it's easy to think in your mind, but it's like, okay, now what actions are you taking to have that? That means that you have to start saying no to things that are not aligned. And it's tough because, you know, you're going to have to start saying no and turning away from people, places, things, and situations, and it's going to create a lot of discomfort. The King of Wands is here. The King of Wands is here with the Four of Wands. This card says, keep your eyes on the big picture and leave the details to others. The King of Wands is here with the Four of Wands and the Five of Cups. See, it's going to be hard. And there's going to be some sadness and disappointment. But it's saying keep your eyes focused on the bigger picture. Yeah, you're probably going to hurt somebody's feelings. Some people are going to be upset. But life must go on. And you have to prioritize yourself. We have the King and the Queen of Wands out here. The Three of Cups, the World, the Hierophant, the Magician. Some of you are manifesting your ideal partnership. And the truth is, there are some people that may have really wanted a chance with you. There are some people that you thought that you were going to be with. There is no way, but you could be married right now. And Spirit might be coming in saying, if you were to look at the bigger picture, you're going to have to be honest with yourself about the fact that you are currently in a job or a relationship that you know is not going to take you to your own promised land. And you continue to stay there because you don't want to experience the discomfort of making something or someone else uncomfortable. In other words, there's still too much people pleasing. This is time for detachment. And the crazy thing about it is that what people don't understand a lot of times is that when you want to manifest, if you really want to speed up manifestations, detach. When you detach from the idea of a lot of things and, like I said, the outcome, and you're not so rigid and controlling, it makes it easier for the universe to give you your heart's desires. Holding on to a lot of control actually blocks things. It's like, just let it flow. If you see it's not working, let it go. Three of Pentacles is here. Some of you, this is about taking a leap of faith and doing something new with work. It's saying do what you love, or even in your relationships. You just need to make sure you're doing whatever or whoever you love. And whatever that looks like, and do it unapologetically. A lot of people may disagree with your choices in love. They may disagree with what you choose to do to earn money, but you do what makes you happy. I mean, obviously within reason, okay? But Six of Swords is here, and new beginnings. It's saying move on to peaceful, calmer waters and go towards these new beginnings. The Nine of Pentacles is here with the Ace of Swords. You can never go wrong with being your true, authentic self. The Nine of Pentacles, the Chariot, yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is here. You have to make a decision, though, to stop holding on to the Four of Cups. Something that makes you feel discontent and bored. Something that you feel like you can't really depend on. You have to find the strength to see the truth about a situation. And sometimes you have to realize that you may be lying to yourself about something. I feel like there's this fear of letting go, which is like a belief in scarcity. But what Spirit is saying is that there's always going to be something bigger and better. You never ever have to worry that, oh, I may not get better. There's always something better. That's like really limiting yourself. A lot of times people hold on to something forever or just for too long because they feel where something better may not come. There's always an opportunity for something better to come. All you have to do is align yourself with better. And it's obvious here. It's like it's time to admit, with the Hermit card here and the Four of Cups, if you go within, you're looking for something that's magical. You're looking for something that's fun. You're looking for something that brings passion. And it's out there. The Empress here, the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. The Page of Cups is like a new beginning, with the King of Cups and then the Ten of Cups. So, I mean, it's like you really can have an opportunity to go into leadership and also to fall madly in love with somebody. All you have to do is make a decision and find the strength to honestly, I'm just going to say it, stop lying to yourself. Stop telling yourself that you're comfortable with something or someone, because you're not. Four of Swords is here with the King of Pentacles. It's like when you take a break from something, the Two of Cups is here, the Star. When you finally put something to rest, everything is just going to manifest. That rhymes. Put it to rest and watch it manifest. Some of you're going to have to detach from a person. You're going to have to leave a job. You're going to have to stop dealing with a certain group of friends or family. Just test it out and you're going to see. Some things are really going to start to work in your favor. Because there's a situation also that you know you probably need to move away from if it leaves you always feeling confused. If you're always feeling confused about a situation and yet you're still holding on to it because the Six of Cups is here, maybe it's because you have history with the person, you're familiar with it, or whatever, that could be blocking your Ten of Pentacles. You're holding on to this Four of Pentacles, but the Ten of Pentacles is trying to come in. You're holding on to something here. The Four of Pentacles also is being frugal. You're trying to hold, oh, I can't let it go. I can't stop doing it. I can't break up with them. That's blocking the Ten of Pentacles. Do you want the Four of Pentacles or the 10? Take the 10. It says here delays and unseen. See, something here is delayed. It's like for some of you, you've been patient and you may feel like your patience is starting to run out. Yeah, unseen is here in toxicity, and behind that is purpose. And then you have her here, the Snake. See, there's something out here I feel that you need to be careful of. You could be in an environment, you could be around friends, family, you could even have a partner, but there is some type of toxicity, there is some kind of jealousy, there is some type of envy, there is something that's happening behind the scenes, or there's someone that's doing behind the scenes that you need to be made aware about it so that you can finally move forward. Lightning is here, woman. Yeah, Phoenix. and leadership. And it's really about you stepping into leadership here and learning the truth about whatever this is that's behind the scenes. It's something, it could even be like some kind of entity that's in your bloodline. Something has had you bound for a while. And I always say it always has a lot to do with mindset. It's like a lot of people, they want to travel places and want to do different things, but it's like, oh, but my family they wouldn't like that. My parents wouldn't like that. My partner, I don't really want to relocate because my partner, they have their job here. Or I know it's different for people, of course, who have like kids. Well, I don't know if I should do that because they're in school, or I don't know this because the person I'm co-parenting with, they may not like it. It's all these different things that's affecting your decisions. And it's keeping you fragmented and in between worlds. And if you say that, well, this isn't you, you could be dealing with a person, but because they haven't made a decision, they can't really make a decision about doing anything with you. This for sure could be a relationship where it's like there has to be a sacrifice because you keep going around and around and around in a situation, and you really want a connection that's going to be made official. But right now, it may be difficult to actually see the future with someone and how you're going to make it official because someone hasn't learned about some kind of hidden toxicity here. So if it's like a relationship, whether it's one with a friend, a family member, or a lover, someone is still wrestling with some type of energy or mindset or whatever that's not really allowing them to commit. This could be you and or someone else. I feel like somebody really, really wants to make something official, but it's something in the background that's still just making someone feel like that it's not safe to do so. And you have, like I said, with the snake here, a lot of you, this could be some type of dark energy or entity for sure that is affecting the mind, telling you, like, causing you to self-sabotage, telling you, and you don't see this. You don't see where this toxicity and these delays is coming from. Could be some kind of serpent spirit, python spirit, a lot of oppression. The purpose is not allowing you to make a decision about your purpose. So some of you could be really wrestling right now about your life purpose. And if you're wrestling with your life purpose, you may not really know what to do about your partnerships either. It's something here about learning. Also, if you are supposed to be a leader, you have to be very discerning. That's why the High Priestess is here with the Queen of Wands. You can have a lot of knowledge, but do you know exactly what to do? Are you able to find the solutions with the knowledge that you have? Because the lightning card is here. So something is about to take place and it's going to hit like hard. For some of you, this eclipse energy, if someone has been in the background sending a negative energy towards you, this person is going to be struck. They're going to be struck down bad. If someone has been in the background interfering with your life, trying to nearly force you to have delays and to suffer, whoever or whatever that is in the background, because a lot of you don't see it. You know that you're having difficulties, but you don't know exactly where it's coming from. A lot of you is coming from some type of entity, a power, principality. Somebody in your life is in the background doing something, or you just inherited something. Like I said, it could be a bloodline curse or anything. But there's a lot of beauty here. But I feel that Spirit has been wanting you to tackle whatever this energy is so that you can learn the truth about yourself. A lot of you, like, there's already this framework or this blueprint that's here, but it's something that keeps on tampering with you and your finances and your connections. It's really just tampering with your mind. I feel like keeping you kind of torn. You don't really know what decision to make. I don't know. This almost feels like, I'm not going to say it's a crown chakra attack. I feel like it's more of just like programming, conditioning, and a mindset. But it could be for some of you that a person has been attacking your mind. And there are specific spirits that do this. If you want to look more deeply into that, I would suggest booking a personal reading because this may not resonate with everyone. But it's important for you to learn what type of energies and entities are attacking certain areas of your life so that you can be more efficient and effective in your warfare. This is a reading where it's showing a lot of warfare. There's a lot of new things here, but I feel like some of you have been in a cycle of every time a lot of new things are presented, all of a sudden you run into this chaos, this conflict, being stuck at a crossroads. Your roads are constantly being blocked by whatever this is or whoever this is. It's a who and a what. But it's like once you finally learn, once you finally unmask whatever this is that's around you, working against you, as well as whatever is within you that is giving legal access to this, then you're going to be able to move forward. So there is some deep like shadow work and healing that needs to be done. Some of you, like a relationship or something in your work, it hasn't been made official because you're wrestling with some type of wound here or some type of, honestly, like dark spirit or a demon of some kind. You don't see it though. Most people don't see it. It's very easy for any of us to walk around with some type of dark energy or attachment and never know it. The only thing that's going to really give you signs of it is the constant loss and failure that you're going through. There will be signs. But if you've been going through it for so long, especially your whole life, you won't even really recognize that something is off. And of course, this reading, the roles can always be reversed. So this could be happening to you, or it could be happening to someone that you are connected to. But if in fact you are trying to connect with someone, especially romantically or in a long-term partnership, if one of you is bound because of some type of dark energy or entity, then you both are bound, because you can't really move forward with the person that's stuck. So you could be stuck and somebody's having a difficult time with trying to move forward with you, or you are dealing with someone, they're stuck and it's making it hard for you to move forward. And that's the whole, goal of the enemy. Once you get to that point, then usually if it is something that's meant to be, eventually somebody's just going to leave the situation. Sometimes, and that's where discernment comes in. Some things you need to leave it because it's not aligned. Some things are not aligned because it's being so heavily attacked. I mean, some things are just being attacked because it is aligned. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Something here has, I'll be completely honest. There's a person out here who has sent, for some of you, a large group of you, your life has been attacked by a person, man or woman, because of the calling on your life, the leadership, the love. For some of you, if you have a purpose, especially if you're seers or something like that, there is some type of dark energy out here that has been going round for round with you and trying to, destroy you in some type of way so that you can't move forward. There's an energetic blockage for sure. And a lot of you is some type of spiritual attack. And I feel like you've been wrestling with it for a really long time. So long that you probably don't even know how long it's been going on. Could have been your whole life. Which, that's possible. Especially if you inherited a bloodline curse. But it's something out here that you have to learn. And it's really learning also about your own divine power. But the reason why I'm putting these cards on top is I feel like for some of you, something has been trying to dominate and control you in your life. And that's not good. It's like something is over your head. Or somebody wants to be over your head, which is why I said before, like crown energy. Yeah, see, the devil is looking right at your friendships, your manifestations, and causing people to ghost you. So yeah, it's an entity. It's a dark energy out here. This negative energy, every time it sees you go into attracting new people and manifesting things, all of a sudden, you start to feel rejected. You start to ghost people, or people start to ghost you. This is an entity for a lot of you that's pushing all of your blessings away. Yep. And you have a lot of blessings. That's the reason why it's targeting you. There's a lot of things that you should have had that are still available to you, but you have to slay this demon first. So I'm gonna leave this here. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Information to book a personal reading can be found below in the description box. Remember to always go within so that you never go without. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.